So Sony might actually give a damn about backward compatibility after all. Let's talk about it. Alrighty guys, share my screen over here. I have an article pulled up that just came out today, actually. This will be sourced or cited in the description below. Anytime I cover any kind of news or mention an article, it is going to be cited or sourced down there in the description below. So, for the longest time, not just the 9th generation, the current consoles, but even on the 8th gen, the Xbox One and the PS4, Xbox absolutely mollywopped with backward compatibility. And that is especially apparent here with the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series S and X. Not only is there more titles on the Xbox side of the house with Team Green, but unlike PlayStation where you have to install a patch or update, all of these games on Xbox just naturally work, and not only do they play in their native resolution, their native frames per second, but a lot of these titles are actually boosted. A lot of these Xbox One games, and it goes all the way back to 360 and even Xbox Original. As where PlayStation, all you can play on the PS5 is PS4 games. Half the time, they don't even optimize, they just play just like the native PS4 version. And Xbox, you're getting higher frames per second, you're getting graphical buffs, whether that be HDR or eventually ray tracing support, and better frames and textures. So it's really nice. But there has been a patent release. Now, I'm not going to bore you guys with the details of the patent because I'm not going to lie, there is a ton of technical mumbo jumbo and developer programming jargon in there. It's a bore. I actually took a small nap while I was reading it, but then I woke back up and decided to make this video, and I'm going to get right down to the nitty-gritty, squeeze a titty with it. Basically, there is a patent specifically for the PS5, more or less. It's for the current Sony console, which would be the PS5, to bring back PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, which currently these titles are not supported at all. But they're not just going to support these titles on the PS5, they're actually adding trophies, unlockable PSN trophies, for each of these titles to thus incentivize people to play these games. Now, you would need to repurchase these games, obviously, through the PSN, so if you have a disc version of a PS2 or 3 game, you're not going to be able to pop those in and they just work. That'd be freaking awesome, but that's not how it's going to work. Also, there's been no speak of a frames per second boost or increased graphical fidelity like Xbox is doing, but just the fact that they actually are going to have PS1 through 3 titles on this console with trophies unlockable is a massive step in the right direction when it comes to backward compatibility. Now, I will say, currently, if you want to be able to play the entire Sony household console library, so you don't, not PSP and Vita, the handhelds, but just generation PS1 through PS5, you only need 2 consoles. There is a specific version of the original PS3. It's the big glossy brick version, not the slimmed down later version, but the big fat boy that had full backward compatibility. That will play PS1 through 3 games, and then the PS5 will play 4 and 5 games. So technically, with just those 2 consoles in your entertainment center, you could have the entire PlayStation library. But with this, you only need the PS5 if you can get your hands on one, and you'll have trophy support. And I do think down the road, they will add additional backward compatibility features like a FPS boost and increased graphical fidelity. They'd be, I'm not going to say insane not to, but it would behoove them to get on Xbox's level when it comes to backward compatibility. And honestly, I think that is going to do it. Real short video, but pretty short article, but very important, very beneficial news. Now, granted, this is a patent, so this is, you know, I would categorize this in the leak category, i.e., let's not get too hyped about it yet until we get some more substantial news, i.e. an announcement from Sony, or maybe further news that this is in development. But as of now, this is looking extremely promising. And I personally, as a PS5 owner, also have the Xbox, am very, very excited about this. This is good because I grew up playing PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. I gotta say, PS3, besides the Uncharted series, there's not too many memorable titles for me in that era. Maybe Last of Us 1. But I feel like PS1 and 2, I could fire off some dank bangers. You know, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Metal Gear Solid, Siphon Filter, Gran Turismo. Just like a ton of games that I grew up with. And then on PS2, come on now. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Max Payne, NBA Street. I mean, it's real dank bangers, as the kids like to say. Do they still say that? I don't know. My retirement home jargon isn't what it used to be. That's gonna do it, boys. If you enjoyed this content, liking the video helps it to get seen by more people, which in turn helps me to grow my channel, and I do greatly appreciate that. Subscribe for more content like this. I do a lot of news in the gaming community and industry, as well as tutorials helping you guys get set up streaming and YouTubing. See you guys in the next one. Peace.